Hi dear student, this is Naveed Khan, your mathematics teacher. So now dear student, today we will discuss some questions about probability. Okay, so let's have a look for some questions. So our first question is, when a coin is tossed, okay, when a single coin is tossed, so then list all the elements in the sample space. Okay, this is very important. For example, let's suppose when we toss a coin, when we will get it back, so here we have two outcomes, okay, head or tail. Okay, to write down all the possible outcomes, so we call it sample space. This is here is in part 1. For example, in this picture, when we toss a coin, when it will come back, so here we have only two possible outcomes. The first one will be head, or possible that it will be head. Okay, so our first question is, list all the elements in the sample space. Sample space means that we will write down all the possible outcomes. Okay, so but here we have only two outcomes, head or tail. So this is our sample space. Okay, now the part B is, find the probability of head. Okay, so total my dear student, probability of head, total we have the possible outcomes we have two, but the probability of head is 1. Okay, so the answer will become 1 by 2. Now my dear student, now in this question, when a fewer die is rolled, this is the picture for the die. Okay, so total we have possible outcomes, we have 1 here in part A. So list all the elements in the sample space. Sample space means that we have to write down all the possible outcomes. So here I wrote down all the possible outcomes. Okay, when we roll a die, so possible that 1 will come, possible that 2 will come, possible that 3 will come, 4 will come, or 5 will come, or 6 will come. So when we will write down all the possible outcomes, so we call it sample space. Okay, now look at part A. What is the probability of a number, probability of getting a number greater than 4? So greater than 4, so we have only two numbers, 5 and 6. Okay, so here we have two numbers, so what will be the probability? So we have these two numbers, so 2 divided by 6. Okay, 6 means that the total outcomes we have 6, and the probability of a number greater than 4, so here we have only two numbers, 5 and 6. Okay, after simplification, so the answer will become 1 by 3. 2 by 6 means that 1 by 3. This is the first question. Here in this step I wrote down the answer. Okay, now my dear student, here find the probability of getting an odd number. Odd numbers we have 1, 3 and 5. Okay, so total we have 3 odd numbers. So total we have 3 odd numbers, and the total outcomes we have 6. So what is the probability of an odd number? 3 by 6, and 3 by 6 means that 1 by 2. Okay, so here in this step I wrote down, here is 1 by 2. So this is the answer. Okay, probability of a number of getting an odd number. Now look at this one. What is the probability of getting a number less than 4? So less than 4, again we have three numbers, 1, 2 and 3. These are three numbers, and these three numbers are less than 4. So what is the probability? So 3 by 6, and after simplification the answer will become 1 by 2. Okay dear student, now this is a very important question. The question number 3 is, when we toss two coins, okay, when we toss two coins, like question number 1, in question number 1 we toss one coin, but here in question number 2 when we toss two coins, so total possible outcomes we will have is possible that both will be head, okay, Possible that one will be head and one will be tail when we will get it back. Possible that one will be tail and the second will be head, and the last one is tail and tail. Okay, possible that when we will get it back both will be tail and tail. Okay, so in part A, list all the elements of a sample space. Sample space means that all the possible outcome. So here I wrote down all the possible outcomes: head tail, tail head, and tail tail. Okay, look at part B. Find the probability of getting two heads. Two heads, where we have two heads, here we have only one probability. So probability of getting two head we have is 1 by 4. Okay, dear student. Now part C is find the probability of getting at least one head. At least one head. If we have one head, okay. If we have more than one head, it's also okay. Okay, more than, but we should have at least one head. So here we have head, here we have head, and here we have head. So total we have 3. So 3 by 4. Okay, now part D is find the probability of getting at most one head. It means that we have to write down only those where we have only one head. If we have two head, we will not accept it. Okay, so look at, my dear student, I am writing here again head. Okay, here will be a head tail, and here will be a tail head, and here will be a tail and a tail. Okay, so my dear student, look at here. The question is find the probability of getting at most one head. Maximum, at most means that maximum we have one head. If we have more than one head, it will not be accepted. Okay, so here we have more than one head, we have more than one tail, it will not be accepted. Okay, so we will not, because here we have two tails, here we have one tail. Okay, here we have one tail, it's also okay, and here we have zero tail, so we will take it all. So we will take these three numbers 1, 2, 3, because 0 is less than 1. This is at most one head. Maximum we have one head. If we have less than, it's also we will take it. So here we have one head, tail. Here we have one tail, and here we have zero tail. So we will take these three numbers. So that's why the probability of getting at most one tail is equal to 3 by 4. Student, now my dear student, question number 4 is what is the probability of choosing a letter I from the word probability? Okay, so this question is for your homework. Now look at this question. Find the probability of choosing a vowel from the word mathematics. Okay, so in word mathematics, total we have 11 words, and vowel, vowel means that in English these numbers, these alphabets, we call it vowel: A, E, I, O, and U. In English we call it vowels, but here find the probability of choosing a vowel from the word mathematics. How many vowels you are used here? So here we have one vowel, second, third, and fourth one. So total 4 vowels are used here. So the probability of getting a vowel from the word mathematics is 4 by 11. Okay, dear student, this is the answer, 4 by 11. Now, my dear student, look at this question. If a number is chosen at random from the number 1 to 20, if we will take a numbers from 1 to 20, so here I wrote down all the numbers from 1 to 20. Okay, from 1 to 20 numbers are here. Now look at the first question. The first question is a single digit number will be picked. If we see from question from 1 to 9, So all these questions, all not question, all these digits, all these numbers are single digit number. Now from 10 to 20, okay, from 10 to 20 we have two digits, so we will take only 1 2 3 4 5 6, so we have 9 numbers, and that numbers are single digit number, so the answer will become 9 by 20. Okay, now look at part B. Part B is now what is the probability of even numbers. Even numbers, so what are even numbers here? For example, even numbers we have 2 4 6 8 10 12 14 16 18 and 20. So total we have 10 even numbers from these 20 numbers. Okay, so the answer will become 10 by 20. So after simplification, 10 by 20 means that 1 by 2. Okay, dear student. Now part C is what is the probability of multiple of 4 or 5 will be picked. First of all, multiple of 4 means that just write down the table of 4. So 4, 8 and 12, then 16 and then 20. So total we have 5 numbers, and now this is a multiple of 4. Okay, now multiple of 5, it will become 5, 10, 15 and 20. Okay, my dear student, so what will be the probability of a number which are multiple of 4 or 5 will be picked? Multiple of 4 or 5 will be picked. So here we have 5 numbers, and here we will write down 4 numbers. Okay, so now my dear student, how can we write down this one? So probability of multiple of 4, we have 5 numbers, 5 by 20. When we have the sign or, we have to write down the plus sign, and the probability of 5, multiple of 5, so we have 4 numbers, 4 by 20. Okay, and then we will see the common one. When we have or, we will put the plus sign, but if we have or, so if we will see if there is any common number, it will be subtracted from this addition. Yes, we have only one common number, so this one, it will be minus from this addition. So the answer will become 8 by 20. Okay, 5 plus 4 9 minus 1, 8 by 20, and 8 by 20 means that 4 multiplied by 2 8, 4 multiplied by 5 20, 2 by 5. That's why I wrote here the answer is 2 by 5. Okay, dear student, now here in this question, a number is divisible by 2 or divisible by 3 will be picked. Now divisible by 2, my dear students, so we have 2, we have 4, we have 6, then 8, then 10, 12, 14, 16, 18 and 20. Okay, dear student, and now the probability of a number divisible by 3, so we have 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 and 18. Okay, but here we have and means that only we will take only those numbers which are common in both. So how many numbers are common? Here we there is one number is common, and the 12 is also common here, 2 numbers, and here also 18 is common. Okay, when you have and, so we just write down the common one. So total we have 3 numbers, so the answer will become 3 by 20. Okay, when we have or means that plus sign, we have to put here plus sign, but if something is common, it will be minus it. But here when we have the and sign, and means that we have to take only the common one. Okay, dear student, and take care of yourself. Masalam, bye bye.